People ask me all the time, would you do it again? Yes. Without hesitation, without qualification. Yes. Even knowing about the divorce, both of them, even knowing about the heartbreak, even knowing about the cancer from the burn pits, even knowing about the money mistakes, even knowing about the PTSD that I carry quietly, even knowing about every mortar alarm and every sleepless night and every moment of loneliness that hits you like a freight train at 2 a.m. in the housing unit 8,000 miles away from home. Even knowing all of it, I would do it all again. Because I wouldn't be here without all of that. I wouldn't be a nurse. I wouldn't have this podcast. I wouldn't have the calm that makes me effective in a code. I wouldn't have the independence that makes me who I am. I wouldn't have had cocktails at the Burj Khalifa and cave diving in Belize and scuba diving in Bali. Those are stored in my memory like treasures that nobody can take away from me. I wouldn't have a new respect for our military and a bone-deep understanding of what my dad gave his country. I wouldn't know what my mom endured. I wouldn't know the bond between battle buddies that transcends decades and continents. I wouldn't be the woman my husband found at Walmart. And yeah, even now, even as a nurse with a husband I adore and a life I'm building and a podcast that lets me share all of this with you, there are moments when I miss it. The deployment life, the structure, the purpose, the intensity of knowing that what you're doing matters in a way that's immediate and tangible and bigger than yourself. There are nights when I'm charting at 2 a.m. and something in me remembers what it felt like to walk out of my housing unit into that dry desert air and look up at the sky full of stars that you could only see when you're 1,000 miles from the nearest city light. It was so clear, and I miss it. Would I do it all over again, even as a nurse now? Honestly, yeah, part of me would. But my dedication is to my husband and the family life we're building. And that's not a sacrifice. That's a choice. That's growth. That's a woman who went to war, came home, and finally built the thing she went looking for in the first place. The 19-year-old who got married because she believed in love didn't have it wrong. She was just early. She was practicing. She was learning what devotion looks like by first giving to it the wrong person. But twice, so that when the right person showed up in the Walmart checkout line, she knew exactly how to give it fully. And the 25-year-old who went to Iraq because something pulled her there, she wasn't running away. She was running towards the version of herself that could handle everything that came next, including nursing school at 35. Including this microphone, including tonight when I sat down with too many stories and couldn't pick just one because they're all connected. They're all one story, her story, my story. And if I was to die tomorrow, I would be okay with that because I have lived an extraordinary life. I'm not saying that to be dramatic. I'm saying it because it's true.